Have you ever felt a shift in your relationship? A subtle distance you couldn't quite name? That was my life a year ago. My wife Sarah and I had been married for 8 years. We were that couple, the one everyone thought had it all figured out. We had our routines, our inside jokes, our shared dreams. But lately, something was off. She was always on her phone, smiling at texts that weren't from me. When I'd ask who she was talking to, she'd just say, "Oh, it's just a friend from work." I tried to ignore the knot in my stomach. I trusted her. Why wouldn't I? We built a life together. But the distance grew. Late-night work emergencies became more frequent. Our conversations became shallow, surface-level stuff about bills and groceries. The emotional intimacy we once shared was just gone. I felt like I was living with a roommate, not the love of my life. I was lonely, in a house full of shared memories. The breaking point came one evening when she left her laptop open. I know I shouldn't have looked, but a message popped up that I couldn't ignore. It was from this work friend. The message wasn't just friendly banter. It was intimate. He was talking about her smile, her laugh, the way she looked at him. They were sharing secrets, dreams, and vulnerabilities, things she no longer shared with me. My heart sank. There were no pictures of them in bed, no explicit texts, but the betrayal felt just as deep. It was an emotional affair. When I confronted her, she broke down. She admitted she felt a connection with him that she'd been missing. She swore nothing physical had happened, but in that moment it didn't matter. The trust, the very foundation of our marriage, had been shattered. The person I promised to spend my life with had given a piece of her heart to someone else. It wasn't about a physical act. It was about the emotional bond she chose to build with another man while letting ours wither away. We decided to try counseling. It was brutal. I had to unpack years of unspoken resentments and unmet needs. I learned that I had become complacent, taking her for granted. She learned that seeking validation outside our marriage was a destructive escape, not a solution. It was a long, painful process of rediscovering each other. We had to learn how to communicate all over again, how to be vulnerable, and how to choose each other day after day. This experience fundamentally changed my view of marriage. It's not just about fidelity in the physical sense. It's about emotional loyalty. It's about being your partner's primary confidant, their safe space. It's about actively nurturing the connection that brought you together in the first place. Commitment isn't a one-time promise you make at the altar. It's a continuous choice to invest in your partner's heart. We're still working on it, and some days are harder than others. But we're fighting for our marriage, building a new foundation on honesty and intentional connection. If you're feeling a distance in your own relationship, please don't ignore it. Talk about it. Seek help if you need to. It's never too late to start rebuilding. Thanks for listening to my story. If this resonated with you, I'd appreciate it if you liked the video and subscribed for more real-life stories. Take care.